When you can't make it to City Hall or the school board meetings, local journalists from BrainerdDispatch.com will be there to report the facts and get your questions answered. Local news works for you. Stay up to date at BrainerdDispatch.com. Good morning, Brainerd Lakes area. It's Thursday, November 13th. I'm Teresa Burke with your Brainerd Dispatch Minute, the weekday podcast of the Brainerd Dispatch, brought to you by Ray Boyne and Francis Law Firm and Riverwood Healthcare Center, catching you up on the news of the Brainerd Lakes area. Here are today's top local headlines. But first, let's hear from one of our sponsors.
Riverwood Healthcare Center, a top 100 critical access hospital offering advanced surgical solutions, plus a wide range of primary and specialty care at clinics in Aiken, Garrison, and McGregor. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org.
Panera is seeking permits to build a restaurant on Elder Drive near Costco in Baxter. The conditional use permits and plats were the subject of a public hearing before the Baxter Planning and Zoning Commission last night. The site is planned to have a Panera restaurant with outdoor patio and drive-through. The project will go before the Baxter City Council next week, and if approved, construction on the building will start as soon as possible. Managing editor Renee Richardson has the full story in today's e-edition and at BrainerdDispatch.com. Smiles for Jake is the 2025 Nonprofit of the Year. The organization's year-round focus on mental health and suicide prevention earned it recognition in this year's Distinguished Service Awards. The awards are given out by Brainerd Community Action and the Brainerd JCs. The nonprofit's drive comes from a passion for the community on the heels of the 2018 suicide of 16-year-old Jake Hopajoki. Read what nonprofit leaders had to say in today's Dispatch e-edition or online. A call to service and sharing of gratitude came with this year's Veterans Day ceremony at Brainerd High School. Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Hines gave the keynote address, speaking about what it means to serve one's community, both inside and outside of the military. Hines is an Army veteran from Little Falls who did 2 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. He encouraged those in attendance to thank the veterans in their lives and be willing to hear their stories. I've got more on the ceremony in today's e-edition and online. Now let's hear from another sponsor.
When insurance companies care more about their profits than your injuries.
Ray Boyne Francis gets it done. 828-9211.
From former Dispatch publisher Terry McCullough's column, This Was Brainerd, exploring the Dispatch archives, here's today's tidbit of local history, brought to you by Mills Automotive Group. 100 years ago today, in 1925, the Dispatch reported that there will be a free tuberculosis clinic on Saturday at 10 a.m. in the office of the county nurse, Thora Ingebrigtsen, at the courthouse. Dr. Strader of the Deerwood Sanitarium will conduct the clinic. For a daily dose of This Was Brainerd, visit BrainerdDispatch.com or find McCullough's column in the newspaper or e-edition. Now here's today's Lakes area forecast, brought to you by JN Tree Service and Landscaping.
Storm Tracker.
Happy Thursday, Brainerd Lakes area. We're keeping things mild at this point in November with partly cloudy skies, highs in the low 50s, and light and variable winds. Great day to rake those leaves. Otherwise, mostly clear skies by the evening time, which is going to help drop those temperatures into the low 30s, a little bit chilly for Friday morning, but mostly sunny skies and a southerly wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour is going to ramp those temperatures up to the low 60s by the afternoon. And then mostly cloudy skies returning by the evening with a slight chance of a rain shower. And then going into Saturday, cooling down into the low 40s for highs with partly cloudy skies, a slight chance of a rain shower again. Otherwise, getting into Sunday, looking at very sunny skies left and right, and then into next week, staying around 40 degrees for the highs with a chance of some unsettling weather towards the end of the week. This is Storm Tracker meteorologist Stefan Sundy.
Thanks to Mills Automotive Group, Ray Boyne and Francis Law Firm, Riverwood Healthcare Center, and JN Tree Service and Landscaping for their support. And thank you for listening to the Brainerd Dispatch Minute. For more news throughout the day and for information on becoming a subscriber, visit BrainerdDispatch.com. Have a great day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.